Okay guys, today is going to be a little bit of exploratory style video for me or for you to see exactly, if you should be buying a RX 570 or 580 in 2025. And so far I have gone through, just Amazon's website. For some reason they're still selling these cars on the RX 580, the 8 GB card, and they're selling for $100 USD, 139 Canadian, about 100 British pounds. And in Australia, they actually don't sell it, which is, you know, typical, I guess. It's actually pretty good for them to not sell these older cards. I think they're just kind of not worth the money. But we haven't tested. We haven't really tested, so really, I don't know if it's worth the money or not. But I'm already kind of getting an assumption this is kind of a e-waste type of purchase. But with that said, if you're able to grab one of these cars used for a cheaper price, for maybe half the price, I think it's worth the buy. Don't buy it new though. With that said, I'm gonna continue just do the exploratory video like what I always been doing, and you guys can kind of skip to the end if you don't want to go through everything. I'm gonna be going through. But if you do enjoy this particular video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for the channel, and comment below if you want me to do any other type of video that may interest you. So with that said, let's continue this. I have basically have my test bed here set up with the cart, and I have updated all the drivers. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you what sort of tests I'm gonna be going through. The first test I'm gonna just going through is just Cyberpunk, and I also have the kind of the free benchmark tool for Black Myth Wukong, and then we have the Red Dead Redemption, Shadows of Tomb Raider, Far Cry 5. For Far Cry 6, for some reason I'm having issue to benchmark this particular game, but I can, try it again at some point. And we're also going to be doing some tests on the Rainbow Six Siege, and then a whole bunch of 3D Mark tests that I'll be going through. So first thing first is I may or may not even do 4K, depends on how well this card is performing. And just by loading into the screen here on 4K, it's already quite bad. So I won't even try this on 4K, to be honest. Let me show you my screen here. Alright, so I got this game going, and let's see what sort of preset we want to do. First things first, I am gonna just not do 4K. It's just a waste of time. We're gonna do 1080p. We're gonna select graphics to be, let's see, an ultra. Let's see what preset ultra would do. And this card doesn't support any sort of DLSS, so really there's no really the point to kind of do that. So while we're doing this, I'm going to be running this benchmark and confirm. So let's talk about different topics while we're doing this. So the hottest topics nowadays are the NVIDIA 5000 series or 50 series, whatever you want to call it. But and they have this frame gen issue that everybody's been kind of complaining about, which I kind of semi agree or agree to disagree. Some of the, the things that, how I say, people are claiming on these cards. I think the 5090 is still a super, super fast card to, to work with. Personally, I think the how I say the 5080, I think it would be kind of the benchmark for people to play games, because 5090 is just kind of an overkill for a lot of things. I just think it's not. Shoot, did I accidentally press this? Alright, let's go back. Let's try this one more time. I think I accidentally stopped the run. Anyways, so I think the 5080 would be the go-to card for most gamers, obviously, because of the price. And pretty much for all typical workloads, I think the 5080 would be the card to go with. Me personally, if I want the best of the best and kind of just want to have a blast with gaming, 5080 is what I want, where I want it to be. So with that said, I think AMD also is coming out with the 9070 cards. I think the 9070 would be also a bang for a buck type of card to get. But for me, anyways, the 9070, it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be a little bit weaker than the 5080. In gaming, I think. I know there's other usage of cards, like I know there's people using it for professional side of things. I think even for professional side of things, is the 5080. It's still gonna be the better choice among the two. So in this test, getting an average score of 43 frames per second in 1080p and Ultra, does it? Is it worth it though? Is it actually worth that 43 frames? I see. I don't know. Like, Cyberpunk is pretty demanding game, and if for 1080p running 43 frames per second with no DLSS or any sort of special feature, in my opinion, it's actually doing not that bad. But is it worth that particular price though? Like for $100? Because what can you get for $100 on used market nowadays? Let's see. For $100, you're probably able to get a 1080 Ti. Probably maybe a 2080 Ti, depends on who's selling or where you're buying from. I think those will be a better buy compared to this card. Yeah. I mean, let's do a comparison right now. We are in 5070 1080p 43. What about 3070 1080p with no DLSS? Like 3070 is probably double the price of this particular card, and you are paying for pretty much the double the performance. And this one is particularly, I even have the AMD SR 2.1 turned off, so if you're actually looking for a comparison, it'll be this and this. It's probably the best kind of sort of comparison. So I mean, if you are, you know, just wanting to game, get the 3070 for 1080p. It's a way better buy. Like you get double, you paid, you know, just I would say a little, like double the price, but you get more than double the performance out of it. Does this card even make sense to go with 1440p? Does it? Maybe I should do it. Just for the funsies, I suppose. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do a 1440p. Let's do that. And go back to the graphics, make sure we're on, see this is on high, and go back to ultra, and we're gonna run the benchmark, see what we can get. Ooh. It's kind of a stuttery mess. Actually, for anybody who haven't actually seen my chart here, it looks like this. And so far, you should be comparing this with this in terms like just how much money you should be spending on. I mean, yeah, the 3090 Ti is still gonna be expensive even for you for used. How much the 3090 Ti is going right now? Maybe 400 USD, 500 USD, and you'd be looking at, like, for apples to apples comparison, this is where you're kind of sitting at. So the 3090 is almost what, 4 times, close to 5 times powerful as this particular card. So in reality, if you spend $500 on a 3090 Ti, you get what you pay for. But it is definitely on the used market side of things. So would you spend new money on this, on a 5070 8GB card? Would you? I don't think it's worth my money. I wouldn't spend that money on something that's that old. And the thing is, you can't even do 1440p properly, and not in Cyberpunk anyways. So right now we're doing what, 98? 21 frame per second, and minimum FPS is 19.22. And what do we get? Max 28.28. Yeah, for this money, for this much money for that, for me, I don't think it's worth the money. I don't even want to do 4K. It's gonna be a stuttery mess because you're gonna get even half of that. You're gonna get 10 frames per second on this thing. So, no, not gonna go for it. So that's it for Cyberpunk. I'm not gonna do too many of these tests. I'm not gonna go all out crazy on these tests. But I'm gonna load up okay, I'm gonna load up on a different game now. I think we're gonna go for Black Myth Wukong. I think most people wanted to know, if we can actually handle those games. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think so for $100. I really don't think. Is it actually e-waste though? That, you know what I mean? Is it actually e-waste? I don't think it's in the e-waste territory just yet. I think it still deserve a place in people's builds, but I also don't think you should be buying it new though. You should be buying these things used for half the price. You know, about 50 pounds or 50 USD dollars, about $70 Canadian. That's where you should be aiming for these cars, not double the price. I wouldn't pay double the price for these things. All right, let's see what settings I might. We got the game load up here. Let's see what games do we have going. Benchmark. What are we at? 1080p. No VSync. No frame cap. Yeah, looks about right. I'm gonna do a benchmark. See how it does. It is quite loud of a card though. It's running. The fan is pretty loud. It's doing what? 28 frames per second right now. 30 frames per second. And for all means, these are all built-in benchmark tools. I'm not actually playing these, but I'm already seeing there's. It is even for 1080p, it's a stuttery mess. It's, you see that ripple effect on the screen. You guys probably still see it too. That weird ripple effect. Yeah, don't get this card for Blacksmith Wukong. It's not worth the money. Yeah. I mean, if you're into like lighter games like what do we call it? Like League of Legends of all those games, yeah, it's gonna be perfectly fine. It's gonna those games will run on potato. So really, you don't. If you just wanted to play those games, yeah, go ahead. But this card, just no. Obviously, if you look at the Blacksmith Wukong, they probably have a whole bunch of recommended minimum requirement. What is Blacksmith Wukong minimum requirement, anyways? Minimum requirements. I don't know. What do we have for Blacksmith Wukong? What does it say? Minimum requirement: an i5 8400 or a Ryzen 5 1600 with 16GB RAM, and it needs to be. Oh, look, your minimum requirement is kind of this card. Well, I mean, this card sits just below the minimum requirement, but like it's pretty much a identical card from my point of view. And yeah, it's not playable, to be honest. What sort of preset do we have? We're on high right now. Okay, I'm gonna swap over the screen here. Yeah, 1060. Yeah, the minimum requirement is, it's just like you're gonna be running everything in minimum. Let's record this Blacksmith Wukong. Preset. What do we have? Preset is average of 30 frames per second, maximum 34, minimum of 22. Is it worth that? I don't think so. Let's do another 1080 run. I'm not even gonna do this on 1440p just because it's gonna be just even worse than this. So let's see. Let's go back. We're gonna do our settings, gameplay. Oh, right here. Oh, right here. Preset. It's gonna be high. Let's go to low. Cinematic. Ooh. Let's go low. T for applying settings. And we'll go back. Run that benchmark again. Yeah, I probably, yeah. No, like this card is not even worth it doing 4040p. It's gonna be bad. Because right now we're running preset low. And we're sitting at 48 frames per second. Yeah, I don't think it's even playable even with low settings, to be honest. Especially even, going from the manufacturer, or it's not manufacturer, Steam recommended, graphics card. It wants to do, RX 580, which is just a tiny bit better card. Well, not that better. Much better, but yeah, it's horrible. Yeah, don't buy this card to play Black Myth. It's not worth. Don't do it. So, what games What game should this thing use? I don't know. Like it feels like it's probably only good for like games like League of Legends or Dota or something. Like it's hardly any games nowadays can utilize this card, especially with most people running a little bit higher resolution nowadays, or than 1080p. Like this is not a 1440p card by any means, especially at today's standard. Yeah, if you're stuck doing 1080p, I think you would get away with a lot of compromises by turning like your graphics quality down. But yeah, for Black Myth, yeah, no way, never gonna buy this card for this. I'm pretty sure most people will be like, duh. But I am almost certain there's people out there thinking they could. Oh, sorry, I even labeled this wrong. It's not 580, it's 570. But I'm pretty sure there's still people out there be like, oh yeah, I'll just get this card. It's 8 gigabyte, like it's gonna be awesome. But no, it's not. It's not worth. This is what preset is low. And these are 100. Let me go back with my chart here. Just gonna input all these in there. We're gonna get a 48 average. We're gonna get 41 minimum. 53 maximum, and lower fifth is 44, hey, at least VRAM is good. We're only using a 5.5 gigabyte of VRAM, but it's still a stuttery mess, even on low. So, yeah, I mean, if you're running this card and you wanted to buy Black Myth to play, yeah, you definitely wanted to rethink your priorities, because Black Myth is quite expensive still. Yeah, I'm not even gonna go 1440 on this. This is doing 1440 and 4K on Black Myth is just almost like a waste of time. You know it's gonna be bad. So, Red Dead Redemption. I'm gonna let it load. What do we have here? Red Dead Redemption. What do we have? So Red Dead Redemption. We have 3090 Ti and 3070. And yep. So Red Dead Redemption 2 came in a little bit loaded. I'm pretty sure it's, I'll show you. It's not, yeah, it's definitely, the game itself is checking for requirements. And this is capturing in 4K in the background PC here. That's why it looks so blurry, but it says please update your driver, blah 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 blah. Basically it's, this particular card is not supported by that game. All right, so let's go to, you know what, I'm gonna reduce my actual resolution of my PC here, just because running 4K for this is not even worth it. I think I'm just gonna go 1080p, and you guys probably see it better too. So Red Dead Redemption is fail. Obviously, it doesn't load. I kind of expect that without even doing any sort of research. Kind of. I mean, I'm a little bit surprised, but I'm not that surprised. All right. NA. What else do we have? We have Shadows of Tomb Raider. Oh, Shadows of Tomb Raider. Let's see if that loads. Let's play. I'm pretty sure you could find these things online. Some other reviewer back in the day were testing these, or you could just go to like one of those YouTube channels that just streams gameplay for like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and do a comparison. But I just figure I might as well do this myself and just kind of get my own set of data. Options. Displays and graphics. What are we running? 1080p. We're on the highest setting. Do we have VSync off? Fidelity FX. I'm just gonna go for off for now. All the presets. Let's see. Let's see for 1080p. Let's see what this card can do. Oof. Yeah, I think this card would just cap out with 1080p. I don't think you should be. This is not a definitely not a 1440p card. You should be you should be trying. You're pushing it. You're just pushing your luck. And does the 8 GB of RAM actually say it's good enough for 1440p? No, I think that 8 GB RAM just kind of there for show. I just think for most games it's not gonna be using all 8 GB of RAM. Anyways, I think I'm just gonna run this once on the Tomb Raider. I really don't want to go 1440p. I don't think it's worth it at all. So let me record this. So what is this average gonna be? What's your guess on average? 60? You think you can do a 60 frame per second average on this 1080p? And you could see that it's not smooth. It's like rippling through your screen. It doesn't feel like it's that good. And we definitely don't have bottleneck because we have a 9800X3D in here for our bench test. And so anyways, I'm actually very excited about the 9070 coming out, even though it's quite hush-hush, like not much info kind of out there. But I think the 9070 will be quite well priced compared to the 50 series from NVIDIA. I'm just, like in terms of like rumors or just kind of like, ooh, average is 59. In terms of like just kind of what sort of information we have out there, it's kind of exciting. But at the same time, it's like there's just not too many of concrete detail out there that we can kind of get from RTX. Do we have RTX? There's no RTX. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna just go for this 1080p. I mean, it's a 1080p card. You cannot do 1440 on this thing. This is horrible. I feel like I'm wasting my time here, but I feel like you guys are already probably closing the video and just leave this horrible video alone. No need to watch this. It's a waste of my time. It's okay. I just want to collect data. I just wanted you guys to come along with. I am gonna close that for a sec. Actually, I'm gonna flip screen. Close that. I'm gonna load up a different game now. What do we have here? Far Cry 5. We're halfway through, I suppose. Far Cry 5. What do we got? Far Cry 5 3070 can do 4K 71 frame per second average in Ultra. Can this card do... If this card can do maybe 100 frames in 1080p in Far Cry 5, I'll be happy, honestly. And I'm gonna load up this. I'll be pretty happy, I think. This card is buzzing like crazy. Can you hear the whine? Well, it is buzzing because look at that. I'm doing like 2,600 frames per second. What the heck? Why couldn't they limit this? This is such a bad design in terms of like just loading screen. Why do this to us? Oh yeah, it's out of date for best game ever. Yeah, okay, I know. This is an old graphics card. I just updated this driver too. Alright, what do we have here? What do we have here? Benchmark. I think we're running at 1080p here. Honestly, I didn't check. I did not check for settings. I'll go back and check for it. It's running. Didn't crash or anything, but I think it's running in ultra. But I don't think it's gonna hit that 100 for 1080p. So yeah, we're running 1080p ultra on this particular one. We're hitting an average of 66, minimum of 59, and maximum of 79. Yeah, it's horrible. It is just horrible. Yeah, I don't think I want to continue. I'm just gonna. I mean, I'm running ultra, but like, you know, if you look at all the other ones out there, you know, the 3070 can run 180 frames per second on 1080p. Like come on. Like $400 to get like crappy performance. Why would you want to do that to yourself? Alright, we're gonna load up Rainbow Six Siege here. Alright. What can we get out of this one? RX 570, 8GB card. I'm gonna delete these two columns. What the heck? There we go. It's gonna be ultra again. Yeah, it's not gonna load on this either. Rainbow Six Siege. It's not gonna run on this card. So, NA. I mean, I don't know if you guys were able to run these games on on this card. It just feels like it's such a waste of money to get this, especially in 2025. Yeah, I mean, you could play games, but like for new, just buy used. Right now I'm just loading up 3D Mark. I'm not going to show you the screen until it's loaded. But yeah, we're going to do... Well, what can we do? A lot of things you probably can't even do. So let me share my screen here. So I can do my normal speedway. I can do the still Normad or Normad Lite. I can do my Port Royal. What else do I do here? So I do Port Royal, Time Spy Extreme, and Fire Strike Ultra. 4K. Let's skip Speedway, because obviously for Speedway it's not doable. And for Normad, I could do that. RX 170, 8GB. What can I do for that? Just to run this. Gonna take a little bit for it to load. While doing that, let's go back to my chart here. So if you see the score here, like 3090 Ti is double the performance of the 3070 in terms of this particular task in 1080p. And I would think the 3070 Ti, the 3070 is double the performance of the 570, if not more than that. So I think the average should maybe sit around 14. Oh my god, I might. You guys have to watch this. You guys have to watch this. This is a slideshow. This is a slideshow. I'm running 10 frames per second. This is kind of funny. Yeah, it's pretty bad. After this test, I'm actually gonna change my resolution for my computer to 4K again, to see if I can actually get some of that benchmark to actually to run. But for now, I'm gonna record this. It's a hot damn mess, all right. It's 8.96. It's not even half. So that's your score. That is hot garbage. That is definitely hot garbage. Okay, I'm gonna go. Let me switch back so I can go. You guys see my Excel here. Oh, let's close. Let's minimize this. Let's go to display setting again. We're gonna go for 4K. Any of these will actually benchmark will actually show up? Nope. Still no, right? Nope. Times by extreme. Can we do times by extreme here? Is that our next test? Poirot, yes. Can we run Poirot? No. So extreme it is. So let's go for extreme. Let's run that. Let's run that. Let's run it. While we're doing this, we're gonna just kind of update my Excel here. Poirot RX. And 3 mark times by. What score we're gonna get? What score we're gonna get? Oh, another slideshow. We're running about 10 frames per second here. The card is doing weird things. The fan is not even on. Oh, it's on now. Doing some weird stuff. It's ticking, ticking, ticking. Wow. Well, I'm glad I'm almost at the end of this test. I just don't want to sit through this anymore. It's pretty bad. It doesn't get me excited at any point. You know what I mean? It's like, oh my god, this card is still good. Like, for me, it just feels like it's just getting worse and worse every single test I run. Like, the most impressive one was actually Cyberpunk for some reason. Like, ever since I started with Black Myth, it's just like down the hill. Just like, just entire just turd. After that, either the game doesn't run, or it's just doing, you know, a slideshow. Yeah, so don't buy this card. Don't buy this card new. I don't know why it's still available on Amazon to sell. But they should really, you know, lower the price of these things, just get rid of them. $100 for this crap? Buy something used. Get I don't know. Get I think for $100 used, you could get maybe a 2070 or 2080. You know, on the low side, anyways. I mean, 1080 would be probably your best bet for $100, and 1080 would be sitting around the same performance as 3060, which is just a little bit shy of the 3070, and it's definitely playable of a lot of these games in 1440p. And that's about, you know, maybe $160 or $180 USD for 3060. And not only that, for most people around, you know, Amazon, whatever, you have to pay taxes and all that stuff, so you'll be looking at like way beyond that $100. So you'll be spending 120, 130 bucks for, you know, brand new one of these. You might as well just go buy a used 3060 and call it a day, because that will give you so much better performance. Oh, and not only that, think about it. 3060 are still on par with 4060. Oh man, I think 3060 is the bang of a buck of like this decade right now, because I think, to me, it's like, if anybody is building a budget gaming PC, 3060, man, it's your answer. Don't buy this crap. Don't buy this new crap. This is just hot garbage. I'm still gonna be recording these things, but it's just like, yeah, this data set is just not even worth with collecting. Can I do Firestrike Ultra? I don't think so. Oh, I can do Firestrike Extreme. So I just did Time Spy Extreme. And we can do Firestrike Ultra. Let's do the last one. And get the last one out of the way. I'm gonna run that. I haven't actually collected 3090 Ti information, just because I was doing some stuff and just forgot about it. But yeah. So the Firestrike Ultra is supposed to be running 4K resolution, so this is the only 3D Mark test we're going to be running in 4K, and I think this thing is going to run horrible. Horrible. It's doing 13, 14 frames per second. Oh man. Why are these tests so long? Especially on these crappy cars. They're not even enjoyable. Cause it's like, even you're not watching it, just on the side of your peripheral vision here, it just, when it does like the stuttery mess, kind of just hurts your brain watching it. Anyways, we're on our last test. So once we're finished this, I'm gonna give you a conclusion or a summary of what I had kind of gathered. And obviously, if you've gone through the whole video, you probably already know my answer by now. But we're just gonna wait for this last bit to finish. Ooh, this test is actually pretty nice. What is this? It's actually nice and smooth. It's doing 120 frames per second. I think that was a CPU test. That's why it was so smooth. Oh yeah, here goes the slideshow. 6 frames per second. Isn't this awesome? Can you guys watch this? Oh man, this is a big oof. Alright, we're done the test. We're gonna go back to our Excel sheet here and punch in our numbers. And yeah. So let's conclude. Should you be buying this card? Answer is no, you should not. And especially you could buy used, let's go, should I go on eBay? I don't think eBay is a good, good place, to be honest. I just don't think eBay is worst. No, I just want to browse, man. 370. I think if you are looking for a budget card, yeah. See, I think a lot of these are overpriced on eBay. You could probably find better deals locally. That's not eBay, like Facebook Marketplace of all the places. So broken card for that. So a lot of these are just overpriced. I think if you want to just have a card to use, go buy a used one of these. It'll be your best bet. And then if you want to, a little bit more, get a 3060 and you'll be pretty happy. Don't buy this. I think these are just. I know I did not test these things. I only test the RX 570, but in terms like performance difference between these two, they're just within 5%, 5%. And you could easily just add that 5% onto my graph here, and be like, it's still a hot mess, and you don't want it. You just like, it's not worth the price. I mean, the reason why I think these ones are doing that well is actually it can actually use the AMD SR 2.1, and that's why it's able to do these frames on Cyberpunk. But beyond that, it's just not. Like, if I turn this off, I don't think I can get these numbers. But anyways, I'm gonna wrap up this video. So yeah, buy used. Don't buy these things new. And if you like this video, subscribe. If you wanted me to change my format and make my video better, please comment below. Just let me know how do you feel. And you guys have a great day. Bye bye.